We're going to react to some of your comments. Me and Brian were obviously doing all the content for you guys yesterday, and there's been a few interesting comments, shall we say, yesterday. So we're going to be reacting to them and seeing what Brian has to say and what Brian has to react. And this first one is from Mark M.
Yep.
And Mark M says, taxi for Brian. This show needs some new guests. And there was a reply to it.
Let's reply to Mark first. Let's deal with Mark. And then we'll go to the other one. Mark, very quickly, mate.
Mark, he's in the live chat right now.
Oh, good.
Mate.
Good for him. Good for him. He's always there. New guests. You know that link that says come and join us? And come and chat to the boys, whether it be Ben and Simeon, whether it be whoever's here in the watch log. That's all you've got to do. That's all you've got to do. That's all I do. So rather than put in taxi, get new guests on, how about you call in? How about you don't write with your keyboard and speak with your voice and put your face to a camera? It's just sad. It's just sad. But you can become a guest whenever you want to. The link is always in the chat to join, but somehow you don't. So hope you have a wonderful evening.
Yeah, why don't you come on, Mark M? We'll be happy to speak to you, my friend. There was a reply, though, on that comment from William Webb.
Yep.
And he says, guy is delusional. Frostbitten in Canada, obviously it affected his thinking. Frank will deliver no trophies this season and not qualify for Europe next season. Spurs been riding their luck. What would you say to that one?
Well, William
How's
Webb.
the frostbite?
I mean, a nice bit of... let's just bring me living in Canada into it for no reason whatsoever. Absolutely no reason whatsoever. What I will say, William, I've seen you in the chat with Tottenham on Tour. Many a time you come in and you do this kind of thing. There's some people in the chat doing it as well. And there are people that are suffering from APRS. APRS.
What's APRS, Brian?
APRS is Ange Postecoglou rage syndrome, is what it is. I see it. Frank out Ange. The guy lost 22 games in the league. Yes, he won a trophy, and I will be eternally grateful to him. But he's gone. He has gone. But we have to go on. And then again, William Webb just likes to go into the chats. He goes for you as well. But he has a I think he fancies me or something. He just constantly wants to...
Who wouldn't fancy you, Brian?
Mate, poor people. Apart from my wife.
You got a long queue, mate. You got a long queue.
It's just so sad. You know what? You look at it as well. I will say here, and he won't mind me saying it, this guy, honestly, not only is he just like a brother to me, he's a mentor to me. He, honestly, when it comes to this, because when I first started coming onto YouTube, people will see I can be a hothead. People, Simeon
Brian Daigle, never.
Simeon always jokes about that I'm heart over head all the time. And I have had issues in my life, battle addiction, mental health, anger management, blah, blah, blah. And I used to bite and react to these. And then thanks to your wise words, I don't let it get to me. But when people just get stupid and insulted, I speak to people on your chat, live chat, in the comments, whether they agree with me or not. All done respectfully. No talking about where you come from and frostbite. No, just kind, respectful comments. It's just sad. It's just sad. But William Webb, I look forward to you constantly talking about comments. Frank might not win a trophy in his first season. Did Ange Postecoglou, that you keep banging on about? Did Ange Postecoglou have to deal with 4 tournaments? He had to deal with 3. And we actually entered the Carabao Cup a round earlier and got knocked out. So we'll see what he does in his second season. But William, I look forward to many, many of your comments, and I'm going to blow you a big kiss.
Well, he's actually in the live chat,
Good
William Webb, and he says,
good for him.
I do love you guys, though Simeon is my favourite.
Good, mate. Listen, I've got no bones with nobody. I could be a hothead. I could be outspoken. I could be a hothead, like I've said. But I never make it personal. I never, ever go in and abuse someone or put them down. I have done in the past with all my Levy and gone nuts, but that's not me anymore. It's just stupid when people just can't be respectful. It's just sad.
He does say he loves you, though.
Well, like I said, I blew him a kiss. I see him on Tottenham on tour, and we have chats, and he's perfectly polite in Tottenham on tour, but then when it's the YouTube comments after, everything I'm on, bang. But hopefully this will be the start
I think he's
to a
just
beautiful new friendship with
I
him.
think he's just concerned about you getting frostbite.
I'm not, mate. Listen, I wrap up warm in Canada. But currently, I am right here with you in London. There is no frostbite.
That's true. That's true. Apparently, it might get pretty cold next week, though. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, what you call cold is like T-shirt weather for me.
All right. Let's
And big up, William. Big up, William.
move on to Webo-TM30N saying, form goes out the window. Next breath, Spurs have the best away form this season. Canada's calling. They are missing their village idiot, and it's time to go home.
There you go again. What a stupid comment. Absolutely. Why again? The personal. The personal. Do you know what? What I was trying to say, do you know what, people? I don't know if you know this, on live TV sometimes, or streaming, people may get muddled up with their words. What I was trying to get across was I'm a lot more confident playing Arsenal away than I am playing Arsenal at home.
Well, it seems like you're a lot more confident playing Arsenal away than Fulham at home.
Yes.
That's mad.
Yes.
That's
yes,
mad.
Yes, I am. Because right now, remember, people were saying that I was toxic, that I was negative, because I stood by my principles, did everything that I did with many other people for Levy out. And obviously, I said once he's gone and once Frank's in, I am going to be positive. I am going to be a ray of sunshine and be fully committed to the whole team, the management, and for the first time in almost 18 years, not have to worry about what some prat up there is doing. And I am loving every single minute of it. And if people can't understand what I'm trying to say and they want to get personal, you have the problem, not me.
It is true, though, what he says. Like, you can't say form, when you're talking about the North London derby, you can't say form goes out the window and being like, we've got the best away form in the country.
What I was trying, like I said, that makes perfect sense. That I can't argue with. What I'm saying, what I was trying to get at is why I went for the win as well, is because I'm more confident with our away form than I am our home. I got muddled up there. That was an error by me.
All right. This next comment here, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that name, but he says, Brian needs a drug test after this show.
That was after that stream with the Arsenal. Do you know what? I like I said to you before the United game, I am so positive at the moment. I don't know what's happening with me. I think I may need to be tested for medical science or something, because I have gone so super duper positive. And yeah, I'll take a drug test if need be. See what craziness I've got. But
I think you might need it, mate.
You reckon?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, let's do it. I don't know what we're going to test me for, what drugs there. But listen, I'm very, very happy. I'm very, very happy.
It's good.
And enjoying being a Tottenham Hotspur fan more than I ever have done recently, and loving every second of it.
I think it's a great thing. So whatever you're taking, keep taking it.
Mate, will do, mate. I will do.
I think, what's it called? You got Frankitis. Or maybe it's the Frank pills.
Would be an illness.
You're taking the Frank pills.
Yeah, well, instead of Jack and Jill's, I'm on the Frank and Jill's. I'm on the Frank and Jill's.
All right, this next one from the Belgrade Wanderer saying, Ben is laughing at Brian, but you know when preview time comes, he'll say, you know what? I just have a funny feeling and predict a win. Linda comments back saying, facts, with a few laughing emojis. Kaizen says, lol, so true. And, you know, I actually screenshotted this comment yesterday and sent it to Brian. I was like, there is no truer comment than this right now. And I probably will, to be honest. I probably will.
We've done it so many times where it's like, yeah, this will be a tough game, this will be a tough game. And then as it builds up and creeps up, it's like, do you know what? What if? You know when people go, what if? What if? It's got, mate, do you know what? We both have been two people that wear our hearts on our sleeve and have been very unhappy with everything going on at the top of this football club. Now it's like a breath of fresh air. Princess Vivian, as I call her, all hail Princess Vivian, and Charlie and Vinay have got their chance to run this show and see what they're made of. This is a brand new era for Tottenham Hotspur, and I'm going to be on the happy bus all day long for this.
Yeah. Let's hope we're still on the happy bus after the North London derby.
I will be, mate.
Win, lose or draw.
Win.
All right.
Mate, you do realise, this is the thing, I know with us reacting to comments now, should we win, oh my God, am I going to have some fun? Oh my God, am I going to have some fun? But should we lose?
To be honest, I think every single Tottenham fan in the world was going to have a lot of fun if we win.
No, not as much as I will with
I
people
bet you
I
they will.
want to speak to and whatnot. But should we lose, I might go into hibernation. Apart from coming on my one and only channel, which is you.
All right, this next one from Roger Monrovio, or however you pronounce that, says, there is far, far less excitement with Frank, the steam engine, than Ange and when he got it right without key injuries. We were unstoppable and hugely exciting. Remember back to our game against Man City, Manchester United, smashing Villa, crushing Liverpool? Those were the days with Robbie Williams singing Ange's song, I have never been so happy. Now Thomas the steam engine, Frank, is so boring and mundane. My wife can usually ensure me and lure me away from exciting experiences while the game is on the telly. Bless her heart, but she always says it ain't no fun competing against a steam engine like Frank. I win every time. I don't even know what to react to that, to be honest, but I think in terms of excitement, I mean, it is true the first 10 games under Ange versus the first 10 games under Frank are kind of worlds apart in terms of excitement. Like the first 10 games under Ange, the home stadium was just crazy, wasn't it? The atmosphere, home and away. We went to that game up at Burnley. You remember the atmosphere? It was crazy. But I mean, it all came crashing down pretty quickly. That's the honest truth. So we need Thomas Frank, slow, steady, and keep moving up in terms of in the world of progression. You know, not everyone gets there in the same way. Ange Postecoglou won a trophy.
Yep.
But the league season was absolutely horrific. Some of the worst, if not the worst, we've seen in our lifetimes. So, look, I believe Frank is going to get there, and I believe he's going to deliver for Tottenham Hotspur. It might not be what we want to see right now, but we'll get there in the end, in my opinion.
You know what? You know that comment a couple of comments ago that said I need to be drug tested? I think I need to go back in time and be drug tested during Ange because I don't understand. Listen, the first 10 games were some of the most breathtaking football I've ever seen. Obviously, I didn't know the atmosphere in the home, but I could hear it, but I wouldn't go in because of Levy. But that Burnley game, I've never seen an away end like so early into a manager's tenure. And the place was rocking. Everything was going well, but I don't understand what people are saying with last season. I just don't get it. Even if you look at the games in Europe where everyone's saying he gave up the league to focus on Europe, we got there by playing Thomas Frank football, by playing a more defensive, pragmatic. Yes, he led us to glory, and like I said, I will be eternally grateful for him for that. I have always said, if a manager or players have won a trophy for this football club, let's face it, we are not blessed with them. They're legends, apart from when we went through it, Judas. I will always be internally grateful to Ange. You've got to remember, for me and for you, it was my nephew's first trophy. They'd never seen one. Ange Postecoglou delivered that. Your son was born in a year that Ange Postecoglou gave Tottenham Hotspur a trophy. There is nothing that can take that away. But I'm sorry, last season the football was atrocious. Atrocious. And they were saying, oh, it's the injuries. Well, this is what we've got with Frank right now. But now injuries isn't a problem, and you can't mention injuries. Frank will play attacking football. It's been a slow start compared to the first 10 games Ange had. But like I said, I've got no doubt that things will click. I've got no doubt. Remember, Brentford scored more goals than us last season, had more wins than us. Their 3 forward players scored more than our 3 forward players combined. And great things will come with Thomas Frank. It's just going to take time, but people just don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Whatever happened to just like giving a manager time, just calming down and see where the journey takes us, man? Whatever happened to that?
it's got to the point as well. To me, I'd rather get 3 points and win rather than have a great performance and not. It's that you must have seen that movie White Men Can't Jump, where they go, you'd rather look good and lose rather than play bad and win. And I'm sorry, I'd rather play bad and win. The good will come. It's going to take time. Pochettino didn't get it right till the second half of the season, the first season. Then look what happened the next 3.5 years. So it will come, and I'm going to back him with every fibre of my being.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what you should do. Supporters should support.
Damn right.
Watchalot919 says, we will be mid-table by Christmas with no more than another 7 points gained. So obviously this was on the points prediction video. I mean, I predicted 11 points. You predicted 13 points. He's predicting 7 points. I mean, we've got very hard fixtures over the next 7 games. That's the reality. But even if we only pick up 7 points from now until the end of the season, it's still the case of we need to give this guy time.
Yep. I mean, you saw the comments on that video. Some were saying, do you know what, our points tally is quite fair, they could see it. Some even said we'd be lucky if we get 3 points. And I'm like, do me a favour. Listen, we are just guessing here, but what I would like to see is if we do get more than 7 and we get your 11, my 13 or more, it's people like this. Hopefully they'll come back in the comments and say, do you know what, I got it wrong. Which I would do on all the comments that I put in and go, do you know what, I thought we were going to win that, we didn't. We'll wait and see. Yeah.
But, you know, that's the way it goes. The better you do, the more fans you'll get. The worse you'll do, the more haters you get.
Correct.
And that is just the way it goes. And there is just no time for patience anymore. There isn't. You know, if the fans had their way, if the Arsenal fans had their way, Mikel Arteta would be long gone by now. If the Manchester United had their way, Sir Alex Ferguson would have been gone way before he won all those trophies. So there's so many examples of it.
Oh, completely.
So you just need to give the manager time and see where it takes you.
Completely agree. I mean, if you look at it, especially when you mentioned Arteta, I think, look, you can say it with Jose as well, I think COVID and not having football fans in the stadiums probably saved their jobs and kept them there longer, because he had two or three really bad spells, didn't he? When they were in the bottom half, they couldn't win in 8 games, but they stuck with him. And look where they are now.
And finally, another one from your good friend William Webb. And he says, 5 points in the next 7 games. Sadly, we'll drop down to 12. No strikers, injuries, too much rotation. Arsenal easily win 3-0. Hope I'm wrong. I think we all hope you're wrong, William.
William, I will say, I think you will be wrong with a score. Because I honestly think we're getting 3 points. Honestly, I'm not just saying this.
What's your score? What's the score?
16-0. No, I'm joking. I reckon it's going to be 2-1.
2-1.
2-1 or 3-2 like we did. It'll be 1 goal in it.
Yeah.
It'll be 1 goal. I think even if we weren't to win, I looked at Thomas Frank's results at the Emirates. He's drawn 1-1 and he lost the other 2-1. So it's always been the 1 goal or whatever. So I think it's going to be a 1 goal game. I think we are going to win. What did he say at the beginning?
He said 5 points.
Yeah,
in the next 7 games.
I think it'll be William. You and I can talk over this period in the chat. 'Cause like I said, I've got nothing but love for you, mate. And we'll see if we get more than 5 points. I wholeheartedly think we do very, very easily. But we shall see. And I hope if we get more than 5, people will start saying, do you know what, maybe I have gone a little bit too early or whatever, and see where it takes us. But listen, I understand the frustration that some fans have over Ange, but it's like, he's gone.
Move on.
You know what I mean? Like I said, Daniel Levy's gone. You don't hear me speaking about him at all anymore. I don't come in and leave you this, leave you that. He's gone. Bye-bye. See you later. Ta-da. It's done.
It's funny though, because I've seen quite a few comments after Sonny left tonight, and I kept barking on about Sonny, and I'm still barking about Sonny, and you know, so many comments saying, "Oh, Sonny's left, like stop going on about him." And same with Harry Kane. After Harry Kane left, why isn't the same applied to Ange?
I think the only reason is because he won a trophy.
So did Sonny.
That's true. Touche. You just sunk my battleship very, very quickly there. Listen. The Harry Kane one will always go on, won't it? If there's any chance, he's our great goal scorer. But yeah, it's just
Harry Kane's our greatest goal scorer, and Sonny is, in my opinion, the greatest captain. I mean, Tottenham's biggest legend as a Premier League captain.
Yes, you're right, because he won that trophy. But for me, until the day I die, the most inspirational captain for me is Gary Mabbutt. With everything and remember, I grew up in that time, met him on many occasions.
Till the day you die, but you don't know what's coming next.
With what he went through with his diabetes.
Yeah, but you don't know
health,
what's coming next.
Mate, listen, I'm adamant.
It doesn't matter what's coming next.
Doesn't matter, mate. We're mate. Gary Mabbutt, for not just his footballing and what he had to do, but what he does off the pitch, and everything he stands for, and still to this day with Gaza.
How long was he our captain for in the Premier League?
Well,
was he our captain all the way till like 98?
Yeah, well, put it this way, he was the FA Cup captain. He was captain before 91. Premier League came in 92. Until he left, he was captain.
Because I was at his last game against Southampton, last game of the season with, he had him, David Howes and Jurgen Klinsmann, all their last game for Spurs.
I was at his testimonial against Newcastle. Incredible man, incredible servant. Played in every position apart from goalkeeper for us. And had to go through a lot with health issues and severe bad injuries, like the fashion, just an inspiration. But
and he won a European trophy as well, didn't he?
Was he with us in '84?
I think he was.
I think he may have been.
I think he was.
I think he may have been.
But it was a young Gary Mabbutt won that. I don't know if he played or not, but he did.
I think he was at the club. I think he was at the club, but I don't think he started. It was very early in his. But for me, a true inspiration. But I get what you're saying with Sonny. Sonny got the European trophy as captain. Sonny with his again two captains who were very loyal.
Yeah.
And stayed with the club through thick and thin. So there's an argument for both. But obviously, I grew up with Gary Mabbutt.
Yeah. It is mad what he had to go through just to play a game of football. You know what I mean?
And yeah, you remember the 81 and 82 FA Cup. I was 2 and 3 years old. 84, obviously 5. The first FA Cup I got to see Spurs lift was Gary Mabbutt. And obviously, how beautiful after the Coventry own goal. I've got nothing but love for Gary Mabbutt.
Yeah, and also what he's done after his career as well, and what he continues to do.
Yeah.
Obviously he's a massively great ambassador for the club right now.
Incredible.
And I think it started off in COVID times where he would just call like old and vulnerable people. And it's not like he just calls them and just has a quick minute chat. He's on the phone to them for like a good half an hour, 45 minutes. Sometimes they can do these things just as a token gesture, but this isn't a token gesture. This is someone who really cares. And he did it with my grandpa as well. I think every birthday my grandpa had since COVID, I think he spent about 45 minutes on the phone with Gary Mabbutt.
Honestly, he is just. I was fortunate enough to meet him, like I said, on a number of occasions, and every single time was, but like you've just said, with the elderly and vulnerable during COVID and beyond. No matter how old you were, what the problem was, he always had time. He is just, honestly, he's just he encapsulates what it is to be Tottenham, doesn't he?
Yeah, 100%.
He's just, honestly, I could go on about Gary Mabbutt for ages. I
Tottenham man through and through, 100%. But look, that is all we have time for you guys today. We'll be back again tomorrow for another live stream with you guys. But thank you